Parents of Reddit. What's the worst kids show you have to suffer through? Toy unboxing videos on YouTube. They have essentially been banned in our house. They speak to children like they're goddamn imbeciles. Ryan's toy review. Caillou. That kid was beyond horrible. Fucking Ryan's World. Thank God mine just outgrew it. Now it's Siren Head 24/7. I'm a babysitter and Coco Melon is pretty fucking unbearable. 90% of content aimed at kids on YouTube. So mind-numbing and lazy. Bluey. I'm just kidding, I put my phone down and watch it with him. Fucking love that family. I banned Caillou. Not really a show, but those YouTube videos of influencer kids are the worst, like Nastya and Vlad and Nikki, I think they're named. I think these specific ones I mentioned are Russian, so there's no dialogue, just weird gibberish chipmunk voices and sounds. Just awful. Let my kid watch maybe 3 videos before banning it in my house. Nothing to learn except how to be wasteful. Ryan's World on YouTube. It's just so stupid and boring, and the production value is so low. It also heavily focuses on materialism and buying more shit. Plus the parents are in every episode and they're boring too. It's just insufferable, but my son likes it. I'm reading all these comments and I'm starting to get scared for all the kids' TV shows I used to like. When my children were young it was Teletubbies. 90% of these comments are Caillou, fuck Caillou for sure. The only correct answer is Caillou. Not a parent, but I feel this is how my mom would reply if she used Reddit. When I was about 9 months, my mom used to put on the quiz show Countdown, as she liked to play along on occasion, which involves letters and numbers against a clock of 30 seconds, and because I liked the music of the clock and those who presented it at the time, I kept it on all day for the next 22 years. My mom estimates she has heard the countdown clock around 75,000 times solely because of the one day she put it on around baby me. Tough call. Either Special Agent or Significant Othera Animal Mechanicals. Both were painful to watch. We did start telling the kids that Special Agent or Significant Other was broken, and wouldn't play on the streaming service anymore. Maybe that's a sign it was worse. My wife is trying to help our daughter learn some sign language, and has found some YouTuber called Ms. Rachel. She just sings songs and sounds out words and does some hand signs. And it honestly seems to be working, because she's starting signing and saying more, but I have heard this same video play so much that just the sound of this woman's voice makes me irrationally angry. I would rather sit through hours of watching Coco Melon or Mickey Mouse Clubhouse by myself than hear this video again, even if it's just background noise. Edit. There are apparently 2 Miss Rachels doing signing on YouTube. I'm talking about this one. Motherfucking Caillou. I'm just a kid who's 4, each day I grow some more, I like exploring, I'm Caillou. Blippi. I'm a peaceful person, but I'd like to drag that creep into a dark alley and choke the last giggle out of him with my bare hands. Edit. I spelled his name wrong. Coco Melon. Mindless fucking junk. Caillou. Annoying disrespectful twit. The YouTube kids Diana and Roma. Spoiled and awful. My child acted the worst when she would watch that, we did end up banning it. Paw Patrol. All the damn merchandise takes my money. The show is trash also. It doesn't even have a little moral or lesson at the end. Just different things to buy. Mickey Mouse Playhouse Clubhouse. I had that damn hot dog song stuck in my head during a stomach bug last year, and now I associate the show with vomiting. It's not my kid but the kid of my old housemates. She would watch nothing but the direct-to-DVD Tinkerbell movies over and over again. I didn't mind at first, but after a while, I couldn't take it just being on constantly in the background and ended moving my PC out of the living room and into my own room so I could watch things and game in peace. Booba. It's so freaking creepy. Coco Melon. Watching something enough times on repeat will always make it the worst. The current one is Spidey and His Amazing Friends. To invert the question, when I was a kid the show my dad liked us watching the most was Johnny Test. The TV was set up on the way from his home office to the bathroom, and any time we were watching that he'd get stuck on his way back from the bathroom until the episode ended. My mom appreciated Pokemon because the kids were always so polite to everyone, insidious Japanese anime brainwashing our children to respect their elders. Sign me up. Not a parent, but my nieces and nephews watch reaction videos to reaction videos. So like a dude will be streaming a video game and making comments on his gameplay, sometimes reacting wildly to jump scares etc. Then someone makes a video reacting to the gamer's reaction and gameplay, mostly screaming things like, "OMG, did you see how high he jumped and how loud he yelled?" Then my nieces and nephews comment to each other about how great the reactions are and react themselves. I think that someone should film me listening to my nieces and nephews' comments, i.e. me in mostly confused and annoyed state. We must go deeper until the original streamer's video game is just a little pixel. Peppa Pig. If I hear that snort one more time. Any show my son had to watch. Booba was probably the worst though. Edit. Booba is the show I'm referring to. My son is 16 now, so it's been a while and I spelled it wrong. Also didn't know there was a different show called Booba. I was going to say Max and Ruby. We never watched Caillou. I think I'm a fortunate one. Caillou. That little jerk irritated me. My husband would get irrationality worked up about Max and Ruby living alone. Also, thanks to my kids, I've seen Mufasa die 167 times and it keeps getting sadder every single time I see it. I can't seem to find any mention of Word Party. God, I hate Word Party and their creepy-ass character designs. When my daughter was a toddler, her favorite show was called Wonder Pets. It was cloying, suffocatingly, indescribably cute and made me want to blow my brains out. Edit. Jesus Christ, battle lines are being drawn over the fucking Wonder Pets. This is SOS. Sam and Cat. Stupidest fucking show I've ever seen in my life. I would gladly sit through hours of paint drying if I never had to witness the atrocity that is Sam and Cat. And my 6-year-old loves it. Fooing Blippi. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. For one sole and very petty reason. There is an episode where Mickey is explaining what a record player is. I don't recall the exact phrase, but he said it was an ancient machine. Ancient tears of joy. I'm not a parent, and this isn't an exact answer to your question, but definitely related. My mother was very empathetic and kind-hearted, but also a bit too uptight and prudish from time to time. She didn't like how the kids in Ed and Eddie would insult each other and call each other stupid, so she made a rule that we weren't allowed to watch it. Got in trouble one time for watching it with one of my older brothers and she walked in on us lol. It was on Cartoon Network from 1999-2009. The goddamn fucking Boss Baby show. Or all the cheap French cartoons the networks in my country show. I hate Power Sisters or whatever it's called with every fiber of my being. Not a parent, but I have a 5-year-old niece living with me. Be careful. We set her off on some Edu tablet stuff. Apparently, there's a bunch of assholes out there spoofing the channels and splicing in things like people cutting off puppies' legs with hedge clippers, in Paw Patrol, et al. Walked in one day and found out why she was suddenly luring the puppies in and punching them. Carefully and deliberately curate your child's learning environment. Caillou. That kid is a bald little brat. We saw every episode of Thomas and Friends over and over for months. Frozen. I swear to God if I have to listen to Let It Go Oki more time. CoComelon is so bad. The animation makes me ill and the songs are too repetitive. Even the intro is annoying. Rainbow Rangers. The intro theme slaps, but I hate it because every time I hear it I'm about to watch an entitled douchebag fuck everything up for everyone, only to have the Rangers show up and work out some kind of compromise where they're allowed to mitigate some of the damage he did as long as it doesn't cut into his profits at all. It's bootlicking horseshit and it hits way too close to home. Not a parent, but my mom banned me from watching SpongeBob SquarePants because she hated the show so much. Answering for my mom, SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm not a parent but pretty sure I'm speaking for my mom here when I say she had to sit through a lot of Dora the Explorer with me lol. I asked my mom and she thought almost every show I liked as a kid was horrible, but her absolute least favorite was Power Rangers. Paw Patrol. By now I have the song stuck in my head and can't get it out. Paw Patrol, be there on the double, Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol. RR.